Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm doing a something new with the Tarte Let Rainbow palette. This was a collaboration with the YouTuber Jessie Page. A certain percentage, I don't remember right now, of the proceeds does go to the Trevor Project, and this is like their Pride palette. The Trevor Project does help LGBTQ youth, so if you're interested in it, I will have it linked down below. And I, as usual in a something video, have 3 looks for you guys today. My something videos are basically new palettes to me, something old in my collection, or something I borrowed. So if you're new, that's what this is. And I did also want to point out that I'm wearing one of my hoodies. This is my favorite design from all my designs, and these hoodies are so soft and comfortable. So if you're interested, the link is in my description box. I'd really appreciate your support. As well as, I did want to say I was using this in conjunction with other products. I pulled out the Mellow Cosmetics palette for some neutral shades because I wanted to bring some neutral tones to my looks and make it something someone who's used to working with neutrals might want to recreate these looks. But I did do this full-on colorful one here too, inspired by Kathleen Light. So let's just jump into the looks. I've already primed my eyes with the Sigma eyeshadow base in Persuade. So now I'm going into the Tarte Let Rainbow palette and mixing You Can and Go For It together on a fluffy crease brush. And then take that from the inner part of the crease to the center. And because these are bright colors, you might want to pat before you blend. Really pack it on there. But this creates more of a green color. This is the greenest color in here, and to me it looks like a blue turquoise. So I like to mix the yellow in to get it a bit more green. Pack it on there. And if you notice it's leaning one way or the other, just adjust your mixture. Like, I feel this is a bit yellow, so I'm gonna take Hustle, just a bit of that deeper blue, and layer that in there to kind of get more of a green effect. And see, now it's mixing to be like a neon-y greeny color. So I'll just do the other eye and be right back. I just want to show you really quick the color you get before you mix in Hustle in comparison. So you can leave it like that if you like this more neon-y yellow green, but I just wanted a bit more green. So now I'm going into Hustle for the right eye. I'm just going to take my sponge and go over the inner part a little bit, kind of clean that up so it's not so in my nose. And as you can see, you can kind of brush things away with a damp sponge as long as you didn't set that area. And that's a lot more cleaned up. Then I'm going to clean that fluffy brush off on a color switch. This is just a generic one from Amazon. They're really affordable and it takes all the pigment off. I'm going to jump into my neutral palette. The one I pulled today is the Mellow Cosmetics one because I packed most of my palettes. And I'm going to jump into the shades Nudie and Dust to mix together to get my perfect like mid-tone, cool tone brown. I have the right shade in another palette, I'm sure, but like I said, most of my palettes are packed up. So I'm just going to dab that on the inner or the outer corner and blend it into the green. Now I have done a similar look in another video, I believe, with a Too Faced rainbow palette. This is just a really nice, fun, like easy, neutral and colorful look, I feel like. And I haven't repeated this look in a while, so I hope you don't mind. And that is almost it for the upper lid. Then I'm taking this champagne color Champagne on my finger and swiping that all over the lid to really just tie everything together. Oh, and you can dab it on the inner corner too if you want. Then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take Lasting Brown by Bare Minerals on the waterline, and I'm just going to lightly run it along there, not make it super deep, just bring more brown tones into the look. Then I'm going to take a flat definer brush and mix together nudie and dust again. If you have a mid-tone cool tone brown, you don't have to mix colors, but this one's like too light, this one's too dark, so I mix them. And then just put that along the outer edge, right up against the lashes. And I'm just also bringing it up to meet the outer corner on the upper lash line. So now you can either extend this green color you created down here, make it really bold, or you can just add a hint. So I'm just going to add a hint, and I'm going to take This Is It on that definer brush and just pop that right on that inner lash line to tie the green tones in there without being extremely bold, and blend it into the brown. And that was a little too subtle for my taste, so I'm going into Happening and just making it a little bit more prominent. Not too prominent, just a hint more. Alright, I'm gonna put on mascara and be right back to show you the final first look. This is the first look with the Tarte Let It Rainbow palette. It is a neutral and colorful look in one, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh my gosh, do you ever get to that point where you're like, did I prime my eyes? If I didn't, I'm priming them, but if I did, I'm priming them again because I can't remember. I just primed my eyes maybe for the second time for this look with the Sigma eyeshadow base. And this look is dedicated to Brenda from Brenda's Beauty Blog. She has a purple and blue palette that she is struggling with creating looks with, so I thought since this palette has purples and blues, I would throw together a look for her, and hopefully that will help give her some inspiration. Okay, but seriously, has anyone else using the Banana Bright Primer noticed their foundation is settling into lines more so than with other primers? Like my smile lines, my forehead, it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to play with that primer more. Anyway, let's get started with the look. So I'm gonna start with a neutral crease. I'm gonna take this pinky toned brown right here, which is blush from the Mellow Cosmetics palette on a fluffy crease brush. And I'm just going to buff that into the crease and blend it slightly upwards. That way the blues and purples have something kind of cool toned, neutral, but a little bit of color to blend into, if that makes sense. Just like that. And please don't judge me if I'm not explaining things as clearly, because I was having a rough day and I thought, hey, let me like take a shot. And then I was like, I have to film. And I was like, I'm tipsy. So I might not be the best at explaining things, but I really want to do this video for you guys. I've been planning it and doing so many looks, trying to nail down the perfect ones, and I've been so excited. So this is happening whether I'm tipsy or not. Next, I'm taking Hustle, this bright blue right here, on a tiny blender brush. And I'm just packing that on the outer corner, really saturating it with that bright blue color. And then also packing it on the inner corner to give that halo effect. And I'm going to try a new technique for me. I'm not going to connect the halos or the corners. I'm just going to leave it open for, I guess it's called a spotlight instead of a halo, because it doesn't surround it, so it's not a halo. A weird thing I found with this Tarte palette is it'll look intense and then you'll go back 5 seconds later and it'll be like dulled down, so I really have to keep building these colors. I don't know if my face is eating them. I don't have oily eyelids. I don't know what's going on with that, but the vibrancy keeps like dimming down. It's driving me crazy, man. I feel like someone slipped something in my emergency. I don't know, maybe it was me. Then I'm just going to take my fluffy crease brush and buff out the edges just a little bit into that pinky toned color that we laid down earlier. And I saw this technique of leaving the halo open from Desiree, so I will have her channel linked up in the eye if you're interested to see someone else do this technique with a bit more skill and experience. And then I'm taking Risk Taker on a flat shader brush and ooh, I shed so much, and wetting it and pop that on the center in that blank space, you know, where Taylor Swift puts all her lovers, right in there. And if you guys can hear the banging upstairs, I have no idea what's happening. Like, I have roommates, I don't know what's happening. So then I'm just going to blend that edge just a little bit. Don't want it too softened. Next, I'm going to jump into the Sinopia palette and dip into Blue Moon, this bright blue or dark blue shimmer. Dark blue? Bright blue. It reminds me of this one, but it's darker. Dark blue. And layer that on either side of the purple to really add some vibrancy and shimmer back to the blue, because the blue is kind of looking dull in comparison to the purple. So I just want to bring some life to it. What is happening upstairs? Holy crap. It sounds like they're banging a hammer or square dancing. I don't know what things sound like. They're doing something. Repetitive banging of some sort. And it's a big group of people, so I hope it's nothing inappropriate. Oh, wow. Okay, so one more time, I'm just going to smooth over those edges. This is, I think, really unlike any eye I've ever done, but I'm actually really liking it. And then I'm going to take a purple pencil for my waterline. This is Voodoo from Urban Decay. Oh, what that awkward shoving it in your face was. I'm so sorry. And just put that all over the waterline. It's okay if you're a bit messy. I'm trying not to pull up my under eye because it's already like getting irritated enough from doing multiple looks. So then I'm going to take mirrored that hustle on the inner and outer corners. Just really keep it in line with where hustle is on the upper lid. And I'm not really making it too thick on the inner corner. I don't want to like full raccoon eye. Some people can pull it off, but not my eye shape. I can't do the full raccoon eye. I can only dream of being a beautiful raccoon. Then I'm going to take Risk Taker on that same smudger brush and plop that, so graceful, right in the center, mirroring its placement on the upper lash line. And I'm going to blend it a little bit past where I have the blue. For inner corner highlight and brow bone, I am going in with my Life Glows On palette from Laura Geller in the shade Opal Crush, which is this iridescent purple highlight. And I'm going to mix that with Happening, that shimmery blue shade, to bring a bit more of the blue tones out in this. I don't want it to be super purple. Put that right up against the brow. And mixing those two together, I think it has a really cool purple-blue shifty effect. I'm gonna take that shimmery blue a little bit down here to bring that tone to the lower lash line. Okay, I'm just going to apply a little more mascara because it washed off when I washed off my eyes, and I'll show you the finished look. This is the second look with the Tarte Let It Rainbow palette. I hope this helped you out with how to put blue and purple together in a fun way, and especially Brenda. And let's get on to the next look. Alright, I'm just finishing spreading out the Sigma eyeshadow primer. I only prime my eyes once this time, I am for sure. And I'm pretty sure this look is only using the palette, using almost every color in the palette, so I'm really excited. This look is inspired by Kathleen Light's and the look she did with the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette. I really liked that look and I wanted to try and recreate it with this palette, even though it does have different colors. So first of all, I'm going to start with Ambitious on a fluffy crease brush and just pop that into the transition area, slightly in and above the crease, to get that purpley pinky color going up in there. But it's a nice sheer wash of color. If you don't pack it on, if you just gently blend it out, it's not too intense. And you can layer this up if you want to get more intensity. And I did not mention, but with all of these looks, I am not setting my base. I'm going in with a slightly tacky base. And I'm also placing it on the outer corner just to start building there. Alright, sometimes I like to fully lift my eye to make sure I get a good blend. Because I have a slate hood on the outer corner, it's just helpful to me to get a good blend. I know it's probably not good to tug at your skin, but I mean, it's my skin, I'm gonna do it. Then on this tiny blender brush, I'm gonna take Risk Taker, and it's also a little bit damp, and I'm just going to pop that on my outer corner, and that color is going to be my really deep color to deepen things out. Make sure to take your fluffy crease brush with no additional product and blend out the edge into that transition color. And I'm taking that same brush and I'm taking a mixture of This Is It and Ambitious together to create a more pinky tone and a less pinky purpley tone. And I'm popping that in the center, blending it into the purple and bringing it almost to the inner corner, but not quite. And just because I feel like it's weird to have that matte and that shimmer, I'm going to take Diamond Dust from the Life Glows On palette on my finger and run it over that pink to give it that pinky shift and that shimmer. Oh yeah, that's making it more cohesive to me. I didn't do this when I practiced the look and I thought the look looked fine without it, so you don't have to do it, but I feel like it does tie together that shimmer more, and look less weird with a shimmer on the outer corner and a matte in the center. Then I'm gonna take a clean flat shader brush and dip into All In the orange and pop that on the blank inner corner space. And then I'm going to take the brush I used for the pink and go over it, sort of mesh it together. This is blending together very nicely, but I blended away a little bit over here. And I was using the wrong side of the brush. That's working out well. Now when Kathleen did her look, she said that the orange was created when she laid down the yellow, but that didn't happen when I mixed the yellow with the pink, so that's why I laid down the orange. And I'm just blending out the edges just a bit more to make sure there are no harsh lines, because I don't know, I'm worried there's harsh lines. I feel like there's a harsh line over here and over here from the purple. What else? Then on a detail pencil brush, I'm taking Go For It, the yellow shade, and popping that on the very inner corner and dragging it down just a little tiny bit. Then on the waterline, I'm taking Mainline from Urban Decay. It is a smoky blue shade, and just popping it right on top. I really like Mainline. I would have rather used Flipside, but my Flipside was so old I had to retire it, and they don't even make Flipside anymore. Then on a smudger brush, I'm going to take Hustle, the bright blue, and put that on the outer corner. And blend it a little bit into the purple up here. And then I'm gonna layer that with Blue Moon. I know I keep taking stuff from other palettes. I'm sorry. I said this was gonna be a look with just this palette, and here I am taking stuff from other palettes. I just can't help it. This just, I need more than this. It's pretty, but it's not enough. I need all the colors. Sorry, I'm being so ridiculous and silly. And then I am taking Happening on that same smudger brush and putting that in between the yellow and the blue. Really blend that together. And then take a little bit of This Is It and pop that right in between where Happening and Go For It meet. I really do like this look, but I think a wing would really complete it, so I am just going in with my It Cosmetics Superhero Liner Mini that I have right here. I'm just following the lash line. And winging it out. Very dramatically, apparently. Yeah, I drew a nice big wing. Okay, I hate that wing. So, quick easy fix, makeup wipe finger. Then concealer. Right underneath it. Tap that out. So much better. I'm gonna do the other eye real quick. This is the third and final look with the Tarte Let It Rainbow palette. And again, it was inspired by Kathleen Light. I will have the video linked down below in the description box. And I hope you enjoyed this look. And that second place is something new. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you have seen me haul any palettes recently that you would like something new videos on, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already. I will see you guys next time. Bye.